I mean, if I was back here, 1000%, I would be hooking up my PS5, which I don't have yet. It's a 2025 Escalade ESV Sport Platinum. We're sitting at 179,283 Canadian. All right, guys, we've got the pinnacle of the ultimate status SUV here, 2025 Cadillac Escalade ESV Sport Platinum here in Black Raven. You know, the Cadillac Escalade, when it first came out over 20 years ago, honestly, when you look back at it now, it looked like a piece of crap. This car has come such a long way when it comes to luxury, performance, you know, with the V model and overall design, I do have to say. So if you are looking to get a SUV here for the wife and you want people to know what you're driving, 100% get this car. But let's start here at the front. We've got beautiful LED daytime running lights with your LED lights. These are actually your high beams here. And as we carry over to the middle, we've got the Cadillac logo there. And around it, it is lit up, as we can see the light around it. Now this one doesn't have that light that carries around the grille, as I did showcase in the V. The V has that light there, which looks really good, I do have to say. We've got your parking sensors down below, and overall, the front end of this vehicle is beautiful. Now below that Cadillac logo, we can see we've got a 360 camera, so we got a camera at the front there, and then we've got that beautiful honeycomb grille. Personally, if I was going to option this vehicle for either myself or the wife, I'd probably do a white. I think it's a little bit more feminine, but the black is beautiful. And one other thing too I have to note is I think brushed aluminum wheels are making a comeback. I like the black, the overall black look looks great, especially on the wheels. But you know, that brushed aluminum wheel, I think, just makes this car pop just a little bit more. But overall, like I said, beautiful car inside and out. Now that's it here at the front, guys. Let's dive underneath the hood and let's go over its engine option. All right, guys, so we got the naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8. We got 420 horses with 460 pound-feet of torque with the 10-speed automatic transmission. If you or your spouse is looking for a classy, elegant vehicle, but that nice throaty V8 sound, this is the vehicle for you. I mean, the Cadillac does come with this engine, and I'm happy they don't do, like, you know, any twin turbo V6s in this, because I think the V8 is just a beautiful engine to have. You know, the towing option is there if you need it, and it's got the power and the sound. So 100% what option is. Now, you used to be able to get the diesel 3 liter. Now it depends on the fuel economy. You know, if you're getting this, I mean, the fuel economy is not going to be the greatest. But overall, I have to say, if you like the sound and you like the peppiness of having a V8, this is the engine here for you, as well as the car, because it's got the luxury. That's it here at the front, guys. Let's take a look around the Escalade and go over its options. All right, so diving into the tire and wheel setup here. So we're sitting on 285/40 R24, so you get a 24-inch wheel. I mean, the wheels keep getting bigger and bigger. But like I said before, I like the brushed aluminum. I think they're making a comeback here. You can see we've got some black inserts in the middle of that wheel part right here. You've got the Cadillac logo right in the middle. It does have that carpeted liner, and it does sit on air suspension. But as you can see from the side, it doesn't say sport or anything. It's got a clean side look. We've got a body matched mirror cap here with a camera underneath. Now I'll give you guys a side profile view of what the car looks like, especially this being the ESV. You can see you've got an extension there on that back window. You do get keyless entry only on the front 2 doors, and everything around this vehicle is blacked out since this is pretty much the Sport, except that Cadillac badge there. This one does come with a power running board, so I'll give you guys a glance of what that looks like. So that's also nice to have, obviously getting into the vehicle. Now, where the passenger princesses would be sitting, this is what it looks like on this side here. Very comfortable. You got those speakers there in the headrest, very plush, and a really nice place to relax. Of course, you've got the Escalade badge there on the door sill too. You've got your lock and unlock here on the passenger side with some nice brushed aluminum trim with some wood and then some white stitching. Overall, really nice place to hang out. We'll close that there. Here is a look at the back tire and wheel setup. Same type of deal here it is in the back as it is on the front, and it also does come with a carpeted liner. Now I'll give you guys a glance for the back here on the passenger side, where the kids would probably be hanging out. Even personally myself being an adult, you've got screens in the back here. You can 100% play Call of Duty. You know, you've got that option here, and you know, if you have kids and they want to do things, you've got the screens back here too. But the door panel is beautiful, all soft touch, really nice place to hang out. You got the Escalade badge there on the door sill, and like I said, the screens are there, and we'll get to the center console on the other side when I go over the back here, but overall, like I said, really nice place to hang out. It does have the sunroof there, and it comes to the back here where the headrest is, so that's nice. You get a lot of light there. And then we'll close this door up, and that is it, guys, for the side. Let's take a look at the back trunk here. So we're in the back here of the Cadillac Escalade ESV. We've got the Cadillac logo there in the middle, Escalade on the left, 600 on the right. We've got dual exhaust, and we have black tips there, as we can see. We've got parking sensors down below. We've got long tail lights there that are LED, which look fantastic. Now we've got two cameras here in the center. We've got a camera for obviously your rear camera, and then a camera for your mirror. So you can put a camera right on that mirror. Now, a couple things in the back here to note. There is a button right here. So once you click that, this back glass piece will open up, and you've got a ton of room. Now with the ESV, you do get about, I would say, more of a foot and a little bit more of room. They keep the windshield wiper up here, and I'll just show you guys that in a second. But overall, like I said, the nice thing is you can open up this glass, and when you shut it, you know, you can open up the tailgate too. So we'll just push that button there, and now you have access to the full tailgate. A couple things to note back here. One, you got a beautiful, nice AKG speaker there. You've got your buttons here to put the seats down. So if I hold this button here, the seat will go down ever so slowly. Now there is some baggage there, that's why it's not going all the way down. And then you hold that, and it just comes up just like that. We've got a 120 plug there too to note. Now there isn't a ton of storage under here, but if you need to store something, I mean, you've got the option there. You've got Escalade there and some nice chrome pieces there too. Overall, you've got a decent amount of room to put the kids' hockey bags or whatever in the back here, stroller. It's got the room. And that's one thing that you need to, know is that the ESV will give you more room, where the other one won't give you as much. You probably have to put the seats down. Now to close it, all you do is you push this button here, and the tailgate comes down ever so slowly. But like I was saying before, I like the fact that they hide the wiper up there and they keep this lip. I think it just gives it a nice clean look. But that is it for the back, guys. Let's take a look at those rear seats. All right, guys, so hopping into the back here of the Escalade ESV Sport Platinum. Let's start with the door panel. We've got a really nice soft touch material at the top here with some white stitching, as we can see here and here. We've got some nice trim here with some brushed aluminum as well. We've got your window and lock and unlock here. Even on the passenger door, you've got your switch here to open up the door. We've got your speaker there, and then we've got a massive one down below, which is AKG. On the door sill here, we got Escalade. Now, as we carry over to the seat pattern I really do like. I like this kind of checkered pattern they got here. It is all black, but you got some white piping and some white stitching here on the backrest. Now, as we carry over inside here, I'm just going to hop in for one moment. We've got climate control here, as we can see. You've got heated seats as well. You've got cup holders. And then the best part is, guys, we've got a plug here to plug in and HDMI with two USB-Cs. So you are able to play some Call of Duty back here. I mean, if I was back here, 1000% I would be hooking up my PS5, which I don't have yet. But overall, I do have to say this back seat area is awesome for the kids. You even have a handle here to help get in. Now at the top there, as we can see, we got speakers, and then we've got the full panoramic moonroof, also a full Alcantara headliner. That's it for the back here, guys. Let's take a look at the front. Alrighty, so hopping into the front seats of the Cadillac ESV. Let's start right here with the door panel. We've got, again, that soft touch material, some white stitching. We've got some really nice brushed aluminum trim with some wood there. Memory seating. Down here, we've got your window and mirror controls. We've got unlock and lock there. Your latch here to open up the door. And then here is your beautiful AKG speaker. Down here we have, I'll just take that off now, we've got Escalade there on the door sill. You do have your seat adjustments here with massaging seats. As we carry over to the seat, we can see we've got speakers in the headrest on both the driver and passenger, and that pattern carries throughout that whole seat with some white stitching and then also some white piping. It is very comfy to sit in, I do have to say, especially for the wife, who wants to maybe sit over there, or they want to drive. I mean, it's comfy, and you've got a ton of options to move the seat, and you've got memory seating there too, so that helps. But that's it before we hop in, guys. Let's take a look inside. All right, guys, so we are inside the Cadillac Escalade ESV Sport Platinum. We'll start with the steering wheel, which has a massive amount of buttons on it. So we've got cruise control here with your heated steering wheel. You got forward collision alert. You got your reset there and set for your cruise control. You got your low mode there. Over here, it controls your basic Bluetooth technology here. This here will control basically your front infotainment here. So this does have night vision, guys. I mean, that is crazy. I know the previous generations had it as well, but it's nice to know that this one does have, I mean, when you're paying a lot of money, you know, it's got the night vision, but it also has the augmented reality. So this will help too, you know, if anyone wants to drive it and they want, you know, basically another thing to see, you can use that too, which is nice. But it's got a bunch of options there which you can play around with. I personally like the Google Maps. So you can have the maps here or you can have the maps there, but it's just going to depend on basically what you want. So we'll keep it that way. You've got paddles at the back of the steering wheels, we can see. We've got your stock here for your wipers and then one for your transmission select. Does have Super Cruise technology, as we can see. Now on the left side of the steering wheel, we have some buttons here. We've got basically an auto 4x4, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. We've got a mode here that basically goes like from tour, sport, off-road, that kind of thing. You can control your air suspension here as well. You got a parking brake, trailer brake controller, and then this is your dimness for your lights inside. Now it does also have a heads-up display which can be controlled via this screen here, which we'll get to in a moment. You got speakers here on the A-pillars, but a nice dash with a massive speaker there, as we can see. Now over on the passenger side, we do have a screen there, and what you could do is you can hook up basically HDMI cable, hook up a Fire Stick if you want to. You know, there's a decent amount of options for the passenger. You know, maybe the wife wants to watch something, you can do that. Just make sure you bring your Fire Stick. Now it does have an AKG speaker there, and it does have one there too. To note, as we can see here, this dash does have that wood trim with some brushed aluminum. The dash is pushed back in a little bit, and what I mean by that is basically to control it, it is a touch screen, but these down here, these buttons will basically control the screen. And what I'm saying is like, I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and to grab the screen, if I was just sitting, you know, I'd have to really lean over. The dial here will basically do that for you. So when you turn the dial, you can click what you want. It's just going to depend on the user, but having this dial here helps, and the screen. So going into the screen here, which we'll do right now, you've got your climate control, which you can control basically the front or the back of the passengers if you want. Down here, this one will control your airflow. You've got your heat and ventilated seats, which you can control too. This button here controls other things. You've got here light control switch here. You've got your lane keeping assist, which you can turn on, and then you got your camera buttons here. So once you click the camera button, it'll show you basically all your cameras, and then you can use this dial here to tell you which camera you want, essentially. So you got side profile cameras. It's just going to depend on what you need. And then there's the heated seat for the passenger. Now if we go back here, we got park. This truck will basically park itself if you wish. We can push the arrows down. We get a little bit more controls here. There, as we can see, is the heads-up display control. So if we click that, we can control basically the rotation of the heads-up display. And then doors here, you can lock and unlock it. Now you can't open the door with the button like you can in the IQ. So if I open the door here, I just have to basically just open it, and it will open automatically, which is nice, but it won't open automatically by pushing a button. You'd have to actually open the latch. Now that's pretty much it for this screen, guys. If we go into this screen here, we'll hit exit, and you have basically the same control. So if you do want to put your maps on here, or you want to, you know, go to your trailering settings, it's just going to depend on what you want. The audio system in here is fantastic, I do have to say. So if we go to FM, I'm just going to lower it for 1 second. We'll go 80s on 8. You know, it's a great sound system. You do have to be in the vehicle really to notice how good it is. But, you know, it's got a ton of speakers in it. So if you like music and you like sound of things, that is going to help, especially with all these speakers. Now, you've got hotkeys down here, which you can hit. You can click your map here, right, which is nice. You have to basically turn on the GPS mode and go through all these things here. So we'll go to the map, but there's your map there. Now, since I did that, let's see here if it'll show up here. So you can have the map there on that side too, or the map on there too. So you can do whatever you want, really. You got there, the map, you got there. It's just going to depend on what you like. So we'll go to music again. Now, that's it for this whole screen here. Behind this, you actually get a USB-C there, and then also another one over there. Now, it does have one only wireless charging pad, as we can see there. Now, you can get two, which I highly recommend that option because it'll be right here for the driver. But that one is the only one there in this vehicle. You've got two cup holders here. Again, you've got the dial here with other hotkeys that you can use. You got your volume knob there too, hazards, auto hold, auto stop start, and then fan on and off. Now over here, we've got a slot to put things if you need. And then this center console area, we've got Escalade there in a nice brushed aluminum with some white stitching. We'll lift it up, USB-C and USB with a 12 volts. And then you got a cubby there that you can take out if you wish. Couple other last things here, but we're almost done. We've got the rear camera mirror there, which can be turned on or off. Now, couple great things you can do up here. So not only obviously can you control the sunroof, you can actually put the third row seat down by clicking this button. So instead of getting out of the car, you can actually push it up or down. Isn't that incredible to have? That to me is fantastic. I love that they have that option there, and then also how high you want the tailgate. Overall, guys, I gotta say that this Escalade is beautiful. You even have speakers up on both the driver and passenger too. So that is it for the interior, guys. I hope I covered everything. There's a window sticker out there. Let's go talk about that. All right, guys, so we've got a window sticker here that does not show anything. It's a 2025 Escalade ESV Sport Platinum. We're sitting at 179,283 Canadian for this vehicle here. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Personally, this Sport Platinum I find is absolutely incredible inside and out. I love the black and I love the overall design, how it doesn't have too much chrome over it. But let me know what you guys think, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.